right to safety, the right to information, the right to choose, and the right to be heard. These rights help consumers make informed decisions and protect them from fraud or exploitation. Consumer rights in the digital marketplace. In the modern digital marketplace, consumers have the right to data privacy, secure online transaction, and transparent pricing. Online sellers must provide clear product information and protect consumer personal data. Responsibilities of business. Business are responsible for providing safe products, honest advertising, clear pricing, and fair consumer service. They must comply with consumer protection laws and respect consumers' rights at the all times. Common consumer protection issues. Common issues include misleading advertisement, defective product, hidden fees, online scams, and misuse of data personal. Consumer protection laws aim to prevent these problems and provide solutions they assure. The following is the material that I will present.
Approaching 25 trillion US dollars, there is no better time to learn about your rights as a consumer and what you can do if you believe you've been misled. The Consumer Rights Act 2015 is a piece of UK legislation that helps regulate business behaviour and prevents consumers from being exploited. It sets out specific rules that businesses must abide by when selling goods or providing services to the end consumer. The key rules it focuses on are product quality, returns, repairs and replacements, and delivery. What constitutes satisfactory quality is extremely important when knowing whether your consumer rights have been breached. According to the Act, satisfactory quality means that the product must not be damaged or defective when sold as new. It must be free of minor defects, be safe and durable. The price you paid for the item must also be considered when judging whether the product is of satisfactory quality. For example, it would be reasonable to expect the quality of a £3 t-shirt from Primark to be worse quality than a luxury t-shirt bought from Gucci. Regardless of the price, both should still be of reasonable quality for the price that was paid for them. The next thing that the Act establishes is that products must also be fit for purpose. This means, does the product do what it was made to do? A stain remover, for example, must remove stains, and a hairdryer must dry hair. If this is not the case, then the item would be classed as not being fit for purpose. Further to this, the description of the item must also be an accurate representation of what you're getting. So, now you know what to expect from the goods you purchase, what are your rights when they are of unsatisfactory quality and unfit for purpose? Well, under the Act, you have the legal right to return the item for a refund or to have it repaired. However, which option you're entitled to is determined by the length of time you have owned the item for. If you've owned the item for 0 to 30 days, then you have the option to return the goods and receive a full refund if the goods are of unsatisfactory quality, unfit for purpose, or not as described. The retailer cannot refuse to refund you if this is the case. Another important thing to note is that the 30-day period does not begin until the consumer obtains ownership of the goods. So if the item is being delivered, the 30 days begins from the day the item is received by the consumer. Where a fault develops between 30 days and 6 months, then it's presumed that this fault was present when the goods were purchased. But instead of being entitled to a full refund, the consumer must give the seller one opportunity to repair or replace the goods. This repair or replacement must be completed in a reasonable time frame without causing significant inconvenience to the consumer. If the repair or replacement is unsuccessful, the consumer can claim a refund or price reduction and does not have to give the business further opportunity to repair or replace the product. If the fault develops after 6 months, it's up to you to prove it was faulty at the time of purchase or delivery. Basically, the burden of proof is now on you, making it harder to get a refund, repair or replacement. If you can prove this, then you must give the retailer, again, one opportunity to repair or replace the product before you can claim a partial refund. But what can you do if you just change your mind about an item and want to return it without it being faulty? Well, not much really. If you just change your mind about an item and there's nothing wrong with it, then you don't have an automatic right to get your money back. If you bought a t-shirt, for example, and then decided you didn't like the style of it anymore, you're not entitled to a refund even within the first 30 days. However, it is worth checking the retailer's policy on returns, as most retailers provide a 14-day to sometimes 30-day returns policy if the item has not been used. This may be in the form of a full refund or store credit. The final rights you need to be aware of are your rights when it comes to the delivery of goods. Delivery should usually take place within 30 days unless agreed otherwise at the time of sale. The retailer is responsible for the goods until they are in your physical possession. This is because your contract is with the retailer who you bought the goods from. Failure to deliver within 30 days or by the agreed date gives the consumer the right to cancel the purchase and receive a full refund even if it's the fault of the courier. Knowing your consumer rights is extremely important.
Responsibilities as consumers. Be aware. Be a responsible consumer. Watch out for the animated consumer awareness videos of Supercon.
Mga kababayan, ako si Supercon. Ako ang inyong magiging kasama upang malaman at maintindihan ang inyong karapatan bilang consumer. Karapatan nating mga consumer na makabili ng mura at dekalidad na pagkain, damit, tahanan, edukasyon, gamot, at iba pang pangunahing pangangailangan. Karapatan din ng mga consumer na maging ligtas sa mga produkto at serbisyo na mapanganib sa kalusugan at kaligtasan ng mga namimili. Palaging tingnan ang tatak ng binibiling produkto nang masiyasat ang expiration date at ang mga babala sa paggamit ito. Hanapin ang product certification marks gaya ng tatak ng Philippine Standard o tatak ng Import Commodity Clearance. Karapatan din ng mga consumer ang mabigyan ng sapat na impormasyon na magiging gabay sa pamimili. Karapatan maging ligtas sa mga madadaya at nakakalinlang na mga paanunsyo. Basahin ng mabuti ang mga tatak at anunsyo. Alamin din ang pangalan at address ng paggawaan. Siyasatin ng mabuti ang mga sangkap at mga nilalaman ng bawat produkto. Karapatan din ng bawat consumer ang pumili ng mga dekalidad na produkto mula sa malawak na hanay ng mga produkto at serbisyo na may mga kakaibang mga tatak, laki, hugis, kulay at presyo. Basahin mabuti ang mga tatak ng produkto, alamin ang kaibahan ng generic sa branded na mga produkto. Karapatan din natin mga consumer na magkaroon ng pagkakataon upang ipahayag ang ating mga interes sa paggawa at pagpapatupad ng mga patakaran ng pamahalaan. Karapatan nating dumalo sa mga pampublikong pandinig at konsultasyon. Maging mapagmatsyag kung ipapatupad ba ang mga batas ng consumer sa inyong lugar. Magpanukala ng mga patakaran sa mambabatas para lalong mapagtanggol ang mga karapatan natin bilang mamimili. Karapatan ng mamimili na mabayaran sa pinsala na dulot ng panluloko, sirang produkto o di kasiyasiyang produkto. Kung nakabili ka ng sirang produkto o di tayo nasiyahan sa serbisyong natanggap, bumalik tayo sa pamilihan at hanapin ang Consumer Welfare Desk para maiparating ang ating mga reklamo. Alam nyo ba na may karapatan tayo bilang consumer? Ito ang 3 R: repair o pag-ayos, replace o palitan, at refund o pagbalik ng bayad. Kung ang tindahan ay hindi tumutugon, isampa mo ang iyong reklamo sa naaangkop na ahensya. Sa ilalim ng RA 7394, ikaw ay may karapatan ng bayad pinsala kung saan ang isang bagay na iyong binili ay may sira o depekto at ikaw ay walang kamalayan nito o hindi naman kaya hindi ginagawa ang trabaho na pinaniwala kang kayang gawin ito, o hindi tumutugma sa sample na ipinakita sa iyo at hindi ito tulad ng ininarawan sa box o sa isang advertisement. Karapatan ng consumer ang makuha ang tamang kaalaman at kasanayan na kinakailangan upang maging isang matalinong consumer. Magbasa, makinig, manood, makilahok sa mga gawaing edukasyon ng consumer. Hanapin sa TV, radio, dyaryo at internet ang mga issue na may kaugnayan sa consumer. Karapatan ng consumer ang magkaroon ng isang malinis at malusog na kapaligiran sa kanyang tahanan at lugar na pagtatrabahuan. Kapaligiran na kung saan ay hindi delikado o mapanganib. Ugaliin ang 3R upang maproteksyonan ang ating kapaligiran. Reduce o bawasan, reuse o muling gamitin, recycle. Maging mapagbantay sa mga polluters at ang mga naninira ng likas na yaman. Mga kaibigan, narinig nyo na po ang 8 karapatan ng isang consumer. Sana magtulungan tayong maging mapagmasid at mapanuri